What's going on, guys? I'm JAlLED. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I want to talk about this story out of Milford, Connecticut. So we're back in Milford, Connecticut. I had previously did a story there about Lawrence Smith Fields and that situation. Y'all go and check those videos out. Well, we got some more thuggery. Speaking of thuggery, this female here apparently was arrested and charged with a list of robbery charges because she set up, I believe, an ex. It didn't specify whether it was an ex or current because the robbery victim apparently said that they were together for a while, and then after this female set him up, she cut ties with him, and she was arrested for that. Not only her, but two other gentlemen. Well, this is one of them. His name is Shane Gordon. Her name is Dominique Jackson out of Milford, Connecticut. And this story, like a lot of these stories, go under the radar. But one of the reasons why I speak on these stories is because it's amazing how much these females who do things like this, they don't get held accountable. And most times they get less time, or they may not even get charged. She was the last one, I believe, to get arrested because Shane got arrested before her, and she was pretty much the mastermind of this. These guys dressed up. I want y'all to hear this. These guys dressed up as Amazon workers, right? Amazon workers. It was two of them. You see right there with the vest. Now, now a lot of times, I don't know where y'all are from, but when I've gotten Amazon packages delivered to me, it's been by UPS or maybe even FedEx, but never have the Amazon workers been directly to my residence. I don't know if any of you have Amazon directly deliver, but when this guy saw that these dudes were at his door with a package, first off, it's probably a small package. Why does it take two of them to deliver it? And he should have probably knew something was up. And apparently Dominique, the female that this guy was dealing with, called him that morning to make sure that he was at home. You see, people thought when guys like Kevin Samuels said that, winter is coming, they mocked him for it. You had women do it. You had some of you males doing it as well, saying, these women don't need men. These women are out here doing great, right? They're successful, winning. But I'm seeing more and more stories, and I'm going to speak on more and more of them, of women setting up men to be robbed. Not only are they setting up random men off of dating apps, you have women like Dominique Jackson here out of Milford, Connecticut, who dated the guy that she set up. Now, I don't know if he dumped her and she was feeling some type of way, but for her to do this to a guy that she was intimate with lets you know that not only has it gotten colder for a lot of these heifers, but a lot of them care nothing about men. They have this hatred, and they're willing to use useful idiots to do their bidding who will dress up as Amazon workers with hoods on, by the way, to go and rob a guy that they probably don't even know, all at her behest. So to me, she should get the most time. She set this up. Now let's get into this article from ConnecticutPost.com. Police say a Shelton woman arrested last week helped plan a January home invasion of the Naugatuck Avenue, during which the suspects dressed as Amazon uniforms. Dominique Jackson, 25, faces charges of home invasion, first-degree robbery, first-degree larceny, 3 counts of conspiracy. She has posted a $150,000 bond and is due in court June 21st, which was about 8 days ago. I've looked for updates. I haven't seen any yet. I'll probably continue looking. First off, if she has these lists of charges, how is she able to post a $150,000 bond? Because the other suspect, he got a $750,000 bond. Now, maybe because he participated in the act, so that's why he got more. But to me, the person, and this is the case with men, when a man sets up a robbery or sets up somebody to have their life taken, he gets the harshest penalty. So in this case, I feel like she should get the harshest penalty. According to a warrant, the victim, from whom tens of thousands of dollars worth of jewelry and watches, cash, and a weapon were taken during the January 10th stick-up, told police soon afterward that he suspected he had been set up by Jackson. According to the warrant written by Detective Tyrone Dancy, the victim told police that he had been in a relationship with Jackson that had begun last October. The victim stated that after the incident of the home invasion, Dominique Jackson abruptly cut all communication with him. The warrant says the victim also stated that he received communication from Dominique Jackson the morning of the home invasion, at which time she asked him if he was home. That, I believe, that's a very good indication that something's wrong. Police also reported finding messages between Jackson and Jaye Trotman, one of the suspects charged in the heist, with images of the victim's jewelry and appraisal paperwork, along with screenshots of his social media. This is what I would tell a lot of you gentlemen, man. Watch what you put on social media. I'm not saying that you should be robbed, but you have to be careful of what you post on social media, because it will be used against you. It will be used against you. And what you got to understand is, in these situations, because of what you post, not only could the people that's closest to you want to take from you, but people that don't know you, they just see what you post on social media. This reminds me of the video that I did about the young lady that was dating the guy, right? That was posting himself with money and jewelry and all that. And she and her ex-boyfriend conspired to rob him and ended up losing his life. Kind of reminds me of that. But in this case, the guy survived. Cops say they also discovered several phone calls between the pair after the robbery and cell records. Jackson is the third suspect charged in the case. Trotman was arrested in March. A month later, a police charged another suspect, Shane Gordon. Both face charges of home invasion, first-degree robbery, first-degree kidnapping, second-degree assault, first-degree larceny, and 3 counts of conspiracy. Trotman and Gordon have pled guilty to the charges. Each has been released after posting $750,000 bond and are due back in court next month. First off, is that with the stolen money? What they were able to post that bond? Anyway, police said in January that the 2 armed individuals forced their way into the home in the Devon Manor apartment complex off of Naugatuck Avenue after a resident opened the door to accept a package. Amazon said in a statement at the time that the assailants were not employees of the company. We are glad the family is safe after the horrible incident, a company spokesperson said in January. A warrant says surveillance video depict the suspects using a Hyundai Genesis with a California plate, which was caught by a license plate reader in Bridgeport about an hour before the robbery. 2 days later, a lieutenant in the Bridgeport Police Gang Intelligence Unit reported to Milford cops that an informant identified the suspects as Gordon, Trotman, and another alleged accomplice who has yet to have been arrested. Cops found Gordon had a Hyundai Genesis like the one used in the robbery and later found it at the Shelton address of one of the other suspects. They obtained a search warrant for the home where they allegedly found clothes identical to those worn by one of the suspects in the robbery, but the man denied being involved and said that he was at home all day. That's Shane Gordon, I believe. Yeah, Shane Gordon. The warrant says police later obtained search warrants for the suspect's cell phone records, which allegedly showed the suspect's phone communications in the time leading up to the robbery, traveling together to and from the stick-up. Well, that's an open and shut case if you ask me. They have pretty much everything from what I've read. The only thing they need is somebody to confess and roll over on somebody. And all these charges, I highly doubt that they're going to be found not guilty. See, this, gentlemen, you know, a lot of times you cannot see the betrayal coming. You cannot see the women that you are around and how things may work out, whether she becomes bitter, maybe she wants more and you refuse to give it to her. She obviously knew this guy had money and jewelry and all these other things in his home. She called to make sure that he was there. She was the mastermind. She set this up. She got these two useful idiots to go and commit this crime, and they're going to be the ones who are going to pay the price. Because according to something I read, Shane Gordon was told by the other to shoot the guy. Did not go off because didn't have any ammo in it. And that's what saved that dude's life. Now, it could have been worse. What I want to know is why even do that? Why even take it that far? All because this woman promised you that you can get your hands on all that stuff, which I'm assuming that they did. It's just stupid. Black men do the stupidest shit, and they wonder why they're in the position that they're in. You put yourself in that situation, bruh. But anyway, all of them need to be locked up. They did this to themselves. It's a good thing that, you know, the weapon did not have any ammo in it and that guy was able to survive, because they all could be looking at spending the rest of their life behind bars. So let me stay in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And I'll see y'all next one.